Alright, what up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Jeannie and you already know what it is. Excuse my absence. I just got done with my full moon stuff and it's almost 1 in the morning and I thought I should just get on here and look at the energy, see what's going on. So let's get into it. If you are waiting for a personal reading, I will get on that, okay? I've been taking as many vacations as I can, and now I'm back on it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yes. So during the pre-shuffle of Virgo, which is weird, the Moon of Lovers and the Ten of Cups, some of you could be doing something with your family or a lover tonight. All right. Open heart, and then we have soulmate and blacksmith and stranger. Virgo, I see that your heart is open for compatible energy. You're open for connections. You're open to deep love here. I feel like you have been foraging, tempering, pruning yourself, getting yourself ready, and there's someone new coming in. Clarity, diviner, painter, spiritual seeker. The main message I'm getting out of this energy is you choosing what you allow. Okay, I feel like the only way that you can keep your heart open to love, to new connections, is by sharpening yourself. I feel like you have learned lessons that allow you to safely allow others in or new situations in, but there are certain things that you have to be honest with yourself about. And this comes with deepening of your intuition and also looking at things from a spiritual perspective and gaining your freedom. I feel like there was a situation in your life that taught you how to protect yourself against something while still be open. Right? There was something that really taught you the lesson on how to protect yourself, but also still be exactly who you want to be. All right. It's almost like you went through something that allows you to see your weaknesses, your vulnerabilities. And instead of changing and closing your heart off, you just protected yourself from your vulnerable spots, or you protect your vulnerable spots and still be open. Something like that's going on. Somebody could be hiding a lover. Okay. You could be hiding success. You could be hiding your happiness. This could be hiding children, hiding home. You're choosing to not show some type of happiness here, and allows you to stand in your power, because there's something about like you being happy that makes people want to contend with your happiness. So it's like you have to be rich in secret so no one asks you for money. You have to be happy in secret so nobody asks what you're doing. You have to, pretend like you're something you're not, just to protect yourself from certain things so that you can be whoever you want to be, where you want to be it. It's almost like I'm getting choosing to turn a blind eye, or to choosing to blind the eyes. It's like you don't want the eyes on you, Virgo. You don't want the extra energy that comes with other people being in your business. Okay? We have memories in reverse. Some of you are no longer holding on and dwelling on memories here. Yes, we have sorrow, loss, grief, and depression. We have distracted, changes, and delays. There is some type of memory, something that you were holding on to, something grief, loss, depression energy, and you're no longer reminiscing on those things. You're distracting yourself from things that once caused you grief and sorrow. We have twin flame and obscurity here. With this energy here, you're mirroring some type of energy back, okay? So with this obscurity, I feel like you are mirroring back what is needed for a situation and keeping what and how you truly feel to yourself. Okay? So I feel like people use your emotions against you. They knew like you would miss them, so they'll ghost you, or they know that you'll be sad, so they do things to purposely make you sad. And I feel like you have learned to reflect back that energy towards people, do what they do, right? And conceal what you really do and really how you really feel and what's really going on. I feel like this is a trauma response. We have community. I'm picking up heavy on a trauma response, okay? You're trying not to dwell on anything. You're no longer reminiscing about anything anymore. You want to change this grief, sorrow energy. So there's something about looking back at your past that brings about bad emotions, okay? And you have figured out how to sidetrack from these things. So, like I said, there's something that you went through that taught you a lesson. It taught you how to mirror your environment in a way where you can remain obscure because people like to play off of whatever emotions or whatever that you're doing, okay, or whatever you have going on. Intimacy, you may need to. Some of you are hiding who you're intimate with. A father could be, a fire could be significant. We have the father and the mother and guide. That's crazy. I've never seen these two cards next to each other. Source of life. God. I feel like some of you here were emotionally open to maybe someone you have children with or a boyfriend, girlfriend. This could also be stemming from mother or father issues. This could be generational curses, cycles that are being broken. You're being guided through some type of relationship dynamic that has to do with the male and the feminine. All right. This could be same sex, but take it as it resonates. I'm seeing a man and a woman relationship here. And there's something that you're going through that was supposed to guide you in order to break cycles. I feel like mothers and fathers or relationships have been plagued with such heartache before, emotional storms before, apologies and confusions. I feel like you are escaping this. I feel like at one time you made the mistake of trying to fix these cycles and now you are releasing them. Releasing being the repairman. Stop playing with me. At one time you tried to fix it and no longer. You're releasing being the repairman. That has something to do with your intuition. So intuitively, Virgo, you figured out that you are not the architect here. There's a deeper meaning to things, and it's not your job to understand it. It's your job to choose your reality. And I feel like the reality you choose to do is to mirror back what's going on and keep what you hold dear secret. Full moon energy coming out again. There's something going on during this full moon that could be significant. Virgo, the water, the woods could be significant. Birds and flowers are out here as well. We have sight, free, carefree energy. Hell yeah. Something about the number 25 could be significant. We have envious, jealous, unworthy, disrespected, and unimportant. Hell yeah. This is the energy, Virgo. There are people who are looking at you happy, energetic. This is what I mean. And they get envious and jealous and they want to make you feel unimportant and unworthy of the energy that you were bringing in. And then they get ashamed because whatever they do to you, it's almost like it shocks them because you're so intuitive. All right? You know that they want you to feel sorrow. You know that they want you to feel lost. You know that they want you to feel helpless. And you know that you will make them feel some of you may know that people want you to feel a certain type of way, and you want to know why. All right? And it could be to the point where you're conflicted because you don't know why people want to make you feel a certain type of way. Is it something that you're doing? But I feel there's a lot of you who is overcoming this because you know who you are. You know you're thoughtful. You know you're caring. And I feel like you really had to uncover something and really understand that somebody really wanted you to feel a certain type of way. And instead of feeling that, you're releasing yourself of those feelings and choosing satisfaction. And that's the problem. It's the problem. The problem is that people can't play off of your feelings. The problem is that nobody knows anything about you, so they expect you to be poor, sad, broken. Not even knowing that you could be the richest out of all of them. Not even knowing that you could be the smartest out of all of them. Not even knowing that you could be the quickest, the most inventive out of all of them. But instead, they see you in what you represent and they get envious. So they try to do things to cause you loss, grief, depression, and distract you from the energy that you are exuding out of you. And this is why it's important for you to mirror back the energy towards these people and keep how you really feel obscured. Why are you happy? Because I am. I'm grateful that the sun is shining. You're not going to tell them, the universe just paid my rent, because they're going to be envious and jealous. This is the energy. All right? They're going to be like, why are you so happy, Virgo? You're not going to tell them it's because I got a new boo. They're going to be envious and jealous of that. This is why obscurity is needed. There's something about matching the energy of your environment so people won't pick up on what's going on in your life. All right, so I feel like there's a lot of eyes watching, there's a lot of people looking, there's a lot of haters, there's a lot of people who want to tear you down, unfortunately, Virgo. So you may be keeping your happiness to yourself. Also, you may be protecting your feelings. I'm getting like people want to use your feelings against you. For real. They want to turn that frown upside down, Virgo. What's going on with Virgo? The Ace of Cups. There could be a lot of happiness. And then we have the Seven of Swords at the bottom. Wow. There could be a lot of happiness, Virgo, a lot of productivity going on right now. Things could be overflowing, overpouring. And there could be people who want to steal it. Yeah. Somebody wanted to steal your happiness by walking away from you and causing a tower. They want to. It's almost like I'm getting the scene in Adventure Time where BMO tells Jake that he can bring him back to life. And he told him that he needs some unfinished business so that he becomes a ghost. So he tells him a joke. He goes, knock, knock. And then he knocks him out before he can finish the joke. So he comes back as a ghost with unfinished business. Is this energy? Somebody wanted to leave you in the midst of unfinished business, okay, in hopes that you would come and try to finish business. It's almost like somebody wanted you to go looking for someone who is responsible to do something. It's this type of energy, because if I'm not there, then Virgo has to come looking for me. Instead, you may have done something different. Somebody may have thought that they were the source of your happiness, so that they made you happy so that they could take it from you. It's this type of energy going on. And instead, you went and found your own happiness. Here's the Two of Swords. We have the Nine of Wands and the Seven of Wands. This is that overcoming emotions thing that I was talking about. Some of you have love for people, places, and things. That's where we started off with the open heart energy. Some of you really do have an open heart. Some of you really do give people chances to be loved by you sincerely, right? But some of you have to block off love. You're choosing head over heart in this scenario. You're choosing to protect the love that you have by protecting yourself. And with the full card energy, this could be something new that you're doing. All right? Because at one time, you matched somebody's energy and you went with the flow, quote unquote. You went with the flow. Six of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, and the Death card. Gave something attention and then it fizzled out. We have the King of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and the Empress, the Ace of Wands, and the Hierophant. Somebody only acted a certain way to get you to act a certain way because you thought it was leading to something and they didn't. Not that they didn't think it was leading to somewhere. Virgo, it wasn't leading to somewhere. They just knew if they did certain things that you would do certain things. And this is not playing off of your feelings that I'm talking about. We have the Moon, the Lovers, the Ace of Coins, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. This made you this made you raise your standards, bro. Instead of allowing someone to play off of the potential, the possibility, to pay off of your feelings, you decided to set a boundary. No more playing and talking. No more creating obscurity. No more mirroring back what I need from you and creating the mystery of you actually doing something. I'm going to need you to actually do it. Okay? This is that Seven of Wands energy. No more you allowing things to slide in the name of love. 101 can be significant in the name of love. Yeah. Somebody really played off of your heart chakra one too many times. Okay, Virgo. And I see that you're choosing something different here. What are you choosing? The World card. You're choosing to elevate. Full moon energy. Okay. Queen of Swords. Hell yeah. And the Emperor to the Magician. Oh my God. Somebody actually needs to be about what they say they're going to be about, or you're not entertaining any of it. This is what I mean by turning a blind eye, Virgo. You may love someone, but you're turning a blind eye. You may want something to happen, but you're turning a blind eye. This is like that energy where someone believes that they have like some position in your life. Like I'm Virgo's father. Like of course Virgo is going to always talk to me. I'm their father. They're supposed to respect their elders, and you're choosing to love yourself over social constructs of what you should do. It's this type of energy. And it's shocking a lot of people, Virgo. And it's shocking a lot of people that you're no longer people pleasing. You're no longer chasing. You're no longer caring. You're no longer trying to hold people responsible for the things that they are responsible for. If nobody go take responsibility, I guess Jesus will take the wheel. It's this type of energy. Okay? I feel like a lot of people were playing off of your sense of responsibility by allowing you to do everything because they know that you would do it. And once you stop doing what they know that you'll do, then you become the bad guy. It's this type of energy. Now you're the bad guy, right? Ace of Swords, Three of Cups, and the Star card here. Yeah, you see clearly. There's a lot of clarity here to see the truth behind the dynamic here. And with the Three of Cups and the Star card energy, it's giving you wanting real happiness here. With the Three of Cups, it's giving me the energy of like your real wish fulfillment here. What you would really want. The Nine of Pentacles, and that's yourself, baby. That's yourself. This It's giving me the energy of people playing upon your feelings so much that you start turning a blind eye towards everything and everyone and putting all of your energy inwards. Some of you stopped choosing other people before yourself, and you have stepped into North Node energy. You have leveled up spiritually. Some of you are reconciling with the old version of you that you were previously before some type of heartbreak that went on. This is why you're no longer reminiscing over the past. No regrets. You feel me? No regrets. No regrets because you're choosing in the present moment to live in the happiness that you want to. Ooh. What's going on for Virgo in this energy? This could be bringing you a lot of popularity. There could be a lot of people giving you attention at this time. There could be a whole lot of people around you wanting to be friends. The 9 to the 10 of Pentacles, y'all. Stop playing with me. Find out your blessings are coming your way, Virgo. The more you turn inwards and start allowing people to play upon your feelings, your sense of responsibility, your hero complex, your social construct programs that allow you to be used and manipulated by people who will not do the same for you, and really start to put that energy on yourself. What comes in for you? The 9 to the 10 of Pentacles, y'all. Some of you are about to reach financial heights that you have never met before previously. You're going to be the first one in your generation to do something just because you're choosing to give that energy you were giving to others into yourself, creating the interdimensional exchange of energy between thy and thyself. And it's bringing in more abundance than you can possibly imagine. And when these people, these same people, places, and things come back into your life, oh, you're breaking cycles. That's what it is. When these same people, places, and things come back to your life, Virgo, it's going to be an easy decision to choose thyself because you see the blessings that come with choosing thyself over struggling with people who are trying to tear you down because they're envious of your gusto. They hate your stellar, baby. They don't like that you make more money than them. They don't like that you're prettier than them. They don't like that God favors you more than them. They don't like that you have learned more lessons than they have. They don't like that you're happy. All things that they are not. And if they would have taken a moment to give themselves the things that they see in you that they feel lacking because you portray it and they couldn't, they would be just as happy as you are. But instead, they want to breach you down. They want to cause sorrow and try to mess up your confidence and break you down and make you feel how they feel. And then they get mad at you when you succeed in the midst of them doing that. Get ready for more success, Virgo. I don't know what to tell you. I feel like you knew everything that I said in this message. Is just confirmation that the path that you are going on is paved in gold. Some of you are already experiencing this. 3 of Wands to the Knight of Wands energy. Some of you have turned your back on people, places, and things and really stepped into your power. Okay? Wheel of Fortune. They just keep saying the same thing over and over again. And this is why they didn't want you happy and carefree and upbeat. This is why they don't like it when you're energetic and bouncy and you're stacking your bread, you're looking good, you're focused on yourself. This is why they don't like it. Because why? Look at the devil here. The Queen of Wands to the Wheel of Fortune. That's why. Because when you really stand up and go towards the things that you are passionate in, or towards when you really live in your dreams, abundance follows. All times. At all times. And anybody who wants to stop your abundance is wicked. The devil. It's the low vibration inside of them that's jealous that you can do something that they can do. That they can't do. Actually, they can do it. They just choose not to. And they want to make fun of you for your anonymous YouTube channels. They want to make fun of you for your poetry. They want to make fun of you for your artwork. Not knowing that it's making more than they ever have. Not knowing the same thing that they're tearing you down for is the same thing that you're building your family up with. It's this type of energy. But people will never see that, Virgo. They'll just see you doing better. They won't look back at your past and all the things that you went through and everything that you had to do to get to the place that you were. They'll just see you shining, right? They'll just see you shining and then they'll fucking hate you. They'll try to tear you down. They'll try to do reproduction abuse on you. You feel me? They'll try to get you fired for your job. That's what happens. And this is why you gotta be obscure. This is why you gotta create mystery. This is why you gotta act like you broke. Some people to this day still believe that I am broke. They still believe that shit. Okay? To this day. Don't even know. And that is the way that you have to live when you have a spotlight on you. That's why you can't go around singing and dancing without protection. And this is what you have learned here with the Queen of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ten of Cups. What's going on? We have the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. We have the Emperor and the Knight of Cups. Virgo. So, some of you could already be in relationships and attracting people who are in that same wavelength towards you. For others of you, there are people, places, and things that see you moving into this Emperor energy with the Ten of Cups of the Emperor. Where's the Empress? The Knight of Pentacles is technically the Empress, but I thought I saw the Empress. Anyways, some of you are moving into this Emperor energy, the Ten of Cups of the Emperor, creating a legacy here. And with the Five of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles, there are people who wanted to stop you from getting to this point. So it may not even be relationship-wise for everyone. It could simply be people trying to stop you from elevating. Because all I see is this path of elevation. It's almost like somebody wanting to stop you seeking some type of security for yourself. The Five of Coins. The Six of Coins. By not giving you what you deserve. That's crazy. There's some people out here who didn't give you what you deserve, so you went and got it for yourself. And I feel like this was a part of some type of lesson here. Some type of spiritual lesson that changed your perspective about getting things. Also, soulmates and twin flames and relationships. There was something that took place in your life where you were denied something that you should have gotten. It's almost like you did all the work for it. You did all this pre-work, pre-game for it, but you got nothing. And I feel like You should count your blessings that something didn't last longer than what it did, because this could have gone on for years of you putting in work and getting nothing. Instead, you pivot. You change your perspective. You learn the lesson. Okay, if they don't want to get it, I'm going to get it for myself. Two of Cups, the Magician, the King of Pentacles, the Seven of Coins. This is a lesson that came from you giving into something that you may have thought was like your equal. Yeah, and finding out that it wasn't. Yo, and some of you, some of you, some of you, this was supposed to like break some type of creativity for you. I feel like others really thought if they tore you down, that you wouldn't be as creative and your abilities to create abundance would be messed up in some type of way. But it did the opposite. This is their empress I was talking about earlier. Something brought the empress out of you. And now they're bringing me back to the emperor energy, because there's going to be a time that you step into an emperor energy, and you're going to have to pour into others. That's why that mother and father thing was here. This pouring into others. Whatever you are pouring out into others is under this protected umbrella. This was the real lesson. All right, peep game. You were put in a scenario to teach you a lesson about protecting yourself in giving situations. In situations where you have to give. You learned this lesson because you gave a bunch and you were given nothing. Now you're about to come to a season where you're being told to give again. But you're going to give in a way where you are protected under Emperor energy. And it's going to lead to the Empress energy. So then you are no longer giving out, you're abundantly giving to yourself. So there's something that you're creating for yourself that will set you up for contentment, fulfillment, unattached energy. But it has to do with something that has been victimized for you. So, hear me out. The devil knows your talents. Okay? That's why God keeps it a secret from you. Okay? Because the devil has to figure it out. If you don't know, nobody knows. You know? And when you start going towards something, the devil tries to fuck it up. But the point of that is to show you where your talents are, because if you were not talented in an area, somebody would not target you in that area. What y'all don't know is that you're about to be put in the same scenario in which you have to give, but you're giving in a way that is going to come back to you in a different way. So it's almost like setting up a business so that you can go work from home. You still own that business, but other people run it. But we're in the area where you have to run it. Okay? And you have to be faithful over running your business long enough until you can pour into yourself. So what I am saying is that there's somebody who wanted you to have all the responsibility and get none of the reward. Now you have all the responsibility, and what you don't know is that because you have all the responsibility, you will get all the reward. And just this energetic exchange of you doing something for you, y'all, yeah, just this energetic exchange of you doing something for you is going to be way more powerful than pouring into someone who was taking from you. Because what was taken from you was used up by someone who could not multiply it. But you giving into you is like giving to someone who can multiply it. And what y'all don't see is there's going to be a lot of multiplication. And once this multiplication comes in with the Four of Wands or the Strength card, you're going to need to protect it. You're going to need to up your security. You're going to need to start being more obscure. Pretend like you're broke. Pretend like you ain't got it. Pretend like you're still struggling. Pretend. Because you have to protect yourself in order to continue to pour into yourself. Because as soon as you start pouring into somebody else, your resources are taken from you. This is not the season to allow resources to be wasted. So, Virgo, it's time. A lot of you are being guided out by your ancestors and your guides and your angels to a new destination, to a new path. All right? There's a lot of eyes watching you, invested in what you're working on and what you're doing. There's a lot of people talking about you. There's a whole lot of talk around a whole lot of people about OPP, other people's problems. And I feel like at one point, Virgo, you were very empathetic to other people's problems. Moon card, Seven of Cups. But then you realized that being empathetic to other people's problems will not solve your own or their problems. And I figured, Virgo, or you figured, Virgo, look at Virgo figuring. Look at that on the full moon. Look at Virgo figuring. I'm telling you, a whole lot of people are figuring this out during this full moon. You're figuring out that we're in this weird reality. And the more you feed into the reality, the less you get. But the more you create your own unique, authentic, energetic wave in this community, the more you thrive. With the judgment and the devil, you have figured it out. You see the trap, you see the scheme. And guess what? You're releasing yourself from it, turning a blind eye, not engaging with it, doing it anyways. This is like them trying to convince you. It's like them trying to convince you that your job and your life isn't going to be successful, but they work a dead end job. Like, why would I care about your opinion? They just want to break you down. They just want to kill your inspiration and your dreams so that you become a robot like them and be broke like them for the rest of your life. That's why. Okay, prime example is I was telling people about what I do, which I gotta stay, obscure. I was telling people about what I do, and somebody was like, "You make money off of that?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they were like, "Man, if I tried that, I wouldn't make any money." And I was like, I didn't even try to correct them or say anything like that. And I was like, "Well, it works for me." But that's the thing. If somebody is there to tell you that something won't work, you'll believe that it won't work. But if you have the judgment, if you have the free mentality to do the impossible, it just may be fucking possible. And this is that energy. There's dream squishers out there. There's people who don't want to believe, want you to believe in your own possibilities. They don't want you to pioneer your own way. They want you to do the same thing they did and get stuck in traps in the same cycles that they are that keep them bound to this world that is giving them nothing. And then they call you crazy when you try to tell them about it. So there comes a point where you stop explaining and start showing people. And Virgo, the more that you show people, the more they're going to hate you. But it's just a matter of time before they start to catch up. And hopefully your loved ones and the people around you that you care about will catch on and you can go with them. But unfortunately, most of them won't. 1, 2, 3 on the clock, and you'll end up doing this all alone. That's what happens with the path that's less traveled. This is the energy that I have for you. The path less traveled may be a little lonely, but it's also abundant and prosperous. Don't let my, demeanor, don't let my demeanor fool you. You feel me? It will be the happiest you'll ever be, but it will also be very disappointing and sad that the people that you have shared memories with can't go with you because they distract and delay from the blessings that you're trying to create. They could choose to mirror and share their feelings and reflect back to you the positive energy that you're showing them, but instead, they don't see it, or they don't want to see it. They don't want to give you that credit. They don't want to fall in line. They can't do what you're doing. And this is what's causing that obscurity. Some of you know, like, you could help everybody if they were willing to allow it, and then we could all help each other. But until people see that for themselves, everything that you're talking about is just a mystery. It's just obscure. So the best way to move is in the background. The drift. One card that will sum up the energy for Virgo in November. They gave me 2 cards. Gang, gang. Gang, gang. It says Brotherhood of Shadows, Underworld, Transaction, Violence, and Criminality. Okay? We have gang and waiting, cycles, and movement, yo. So, Virgo, you could be waiting for people to get out of violent tendencies. You could be going. There's something about shadows and underground here that's significant. I don't know. I have to get one more for this energy because what exactly does that mean? Realizations. Yeah. Healing. Okay, that makes more sense. Virgo, November is gonna look like, the same violent transactions that we have been seeing. Unfortunately, these cycles will continue to play out until people come to the realization that I was talking about. All right, so November is still people ganging up against you, choosing to do criminal things against you, choosing to violate you, choosing violence. But in a matter of time, these cycles will cause epiphanies. And this is why I said that you can't really do anything about it. You just have to let these people heal. Look, and Challenger, and trapped, stuck, conflicts. This is what I mean. There's people who are purposely ganging up and being violent in order to try to trap you into trying to heal or fix everything. No, fuck that. Let them come to their own understanding that they will be fighting with themselves alone in a dark room where you will be nowhere near. That's where their realizations will be. Some of you feel like you could heal people if you help them understand, and only time will heal. All right? Can't help these people. It's only going to stop your manifestations from coming true. The best way to help these people is to manifest the 10 of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune that I was seeing in your future, to show them better. Because the only way they're going to learn and see that there is a better way is that if you prove it to them. And that's the only way you'll get them to recognize. So this is the energy that I got for you, Virgo. Resonate with anything here, you know what to do. Give me a like, comment down below. Subscribe to the channel. See who's coming up next, Virgos. If you're waiting on a personal reading, I'll be doing them tonight and tomorrow. So look out for them. Peace.